it is.
Georgie boy. It's Georgie boy.
Yes, sir! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an all-new, exciting episode of the SSE Podcast. I am your host, George Garcia, a.k.a. Georgie boy. And we are here live in my room today. Not at the studio, but we're in my room today. Celebrating. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're here for the first time. We are here recording episode 10 of the SSE Podcast. We made it, baby! Let's go! Yes, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Wow. Oh, my God. Thank you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yo, here. This is episode 10 of the SSE Podcast. I am your host, George Garcia, a.k.a. Georgie boy. We have an exciting show going on ahead for us. We got some stuff to talk about, some stuff that happened over the weekend, and stuff that happened over last weekend. But we're going to get straight into it. And one of the things that we're going to be talking about is something that happened to all of us this past Monday while we was trying to enjoy our day. And that was when Facebook and Instagram decided to go down and not work for at least 6 to 7 hours. And everybody, well, not me, I ain't gonna say, was going crazy because of it. And it was like, hey, don't y'all have lives? Because while Instagram and Facebook was down, I honestly didn't know what was going on because I was out in a car driving, so my attention was mostly to the road and the signs and the other cars that are around me, instead of being on social media asking, oh my God, why isn't my Facebook working? Why isn't my IG working? Oh my God. I didn't know about this until like last minute. I had to ask my boy in the car, yo, is your IG or Facebook working? He's like, nah. I was like, yo, am I bugging? I had to ask baby girl, yo, is this thing working? She said, nah. I was like, okay, it's not just me. Whatever. I went back to my day driving around doing errands and all that. But I saw how people were going crazy. And it kind of made me realize, if y'all remember growing up, we didn't really have this stuff. We was actually outside, bro. Like, this is just like, how do I explain this? Remember when we were young and Nickelodeon would put up that whole commercial saying, this is Nickelodeon's day of play. Go outside and enjoy your day. That was for us recently as adults. That was our day of play. Go outside and do whatever you can. Take a break from social media. And sometimes it is good to take a break from social media because it could be very addicting. It can be. There's times where I even took a break from social media. I remember, what was it? Last year, I deactivated my IG for like a whole week because I needed a break. What was it? I think last month I deactivated my Facebook just to see if I can get a breath of fresh air. And, well, they said, let me see, it was Facebook, IG, and WhatsApp. I don't have WhatsApp, so I don't really care about that. But Facebook and IG, I was like, whatever. But even after all that was happening, Twitter and Snapchat was still working. But most of the time I was on Twitter, just listening to the tweets and seeing how people were joking around about this. I was like, None of it ever fazed me at all that day. Like, I was fine being outside. I didn't care. Like, I knew it was gonna come back. And even if it didn't take 6 hours and it took like the whole entire day, I still would have been fine. Because I have other ways of entertaining myself, which is not social media. Like, I have this podcast. I could have been working on this. I was out, again, driving with friends. I could have stayed on Twitter. I could have been, I like to go for walks. It's very re-energizing going for walks. Go for bike rides, do this, do that, go to the city, all that stuff where it can take my attention away from social media and just think about how good life can be when you're not on your phone most of the whole day. I think some of us really needed that, and if it happens again, it happens again. What are we gonna do? Can't fight it. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go to Mark Zuckerberg and be like, listen, man, stop doing this. I have a life. You do have a life. You have a real life, not a social media life. Mark Zuckerberg's issue is not your issue. Get it through your head. And remember to enjoy yourself. Okay? That's it. Social media is not life. It's not. You need to get that shit to your head. But anyways, we're going to go on to our next topic. We're going to go on to last week's discussion about Mr. R. Kelly being guilty for his sexual assault cases. Now, last week they said the verdict came to the decision of choosing R. Kelly to being guilty for all the stuff that he did over the past years with these little girls, sexual assault, kidnapping, pornography, all that stuff, and now he'd be serving hard times behind bars. And listen, he knew what he did. Now he gotta serve his time. He's fucked up. But there's somebody who thinks he's innocent. Somebody actually thinks that he should be what's the word? He should be acquitted and not either serve time or not serve time, but then he thinks people should forgive him for what he's done. And it's Mr. Akon himself, Mr. Convict Music. This is what he had to say when TMZ caught up with him and asked him about the R. Kelly verdict.
For a reason, like everyone's gonna make a mistake, and everyone has the right to redeem themselves from those mistakes. Like even him, he has the right to try to make right by those he hurt. And then the people that he hurt also have the right to decide if they want to forgive him. But me personally, I believe that not forgiving people only puts you in more pain. Like forgiveness is this restraint. You got to be able to let all that go and just put that in the hands of the Lord and let everything work out the way it's supposed to.
Remember when all this went down? There was the huge debate of, hey, can you listen to R. Kelly no more? You know, you're like, R. Kelly's canceled. Where are we now with that? With this conviction?
I mean, at the end of the day, you cannot deny his talent. You can't deny his talent. I mean, he's one of the greatest R&B artists, writers, producers that came on this business. You can't take that away from him. Now, who he is as a person, that we're not to be the ones to judge either, because we weren't there. So, like I said, the only person that can help himself is him, and what happened is between him and God and the victims.
Okay, Akon. I don't want to sound racist when I say this, but Akon, go back to Africa and continue working on your Wakanda experiments. Because what you just said right now, stupidest thing I heard. Yes, people can forgive. Yes, people can redeem themselves. That's fine. Cool. What this man did over the years with these little ass girls, taking them away from their families, making them into their sex slaves, doing this, doing that, peeing on them, fucking with them, mentally, physically, emotionally. There's a reason why he's serving time, Mr. Akon, okay? The fact that you're defending him is insane. He has to serve his time. And listen, a lot of famous people have done their time and they got out and lived their lives. Him? He ain't gonna make it. I'm telling you right now. You see how many, I think, what is it? He's doing life or 25 to life, whatever. He's gonna be in there for long. If we hear, I don't want to sound fucked up, but if we hear that he passes away in his jail cell, we would know why. Either his body couldn't take it, or his cellmates got to him. Talking about, yo, let's sing Same Girl. You be R. Kelly, I'll be Usher. Like, you can't come back from that. There's no coming back. You see this man's net worth? And he's done. Yes, he has been a legend and the most hardworking person in R&B music and hip hop music and genre ever. But he fucked it all up. You was up here to the top. You was at the top. Once this shit started happening, you brought yourself back down to yourself. You brought this on yourself. You have to pay the consequences. Those families should not forgive you for taking away their kids. At all. I wouldn't. Alright, Kelly, you're done for, son. Akon, you keep saying stupid shit like that, you're done. And don't think we forgot. Years ago, you was on stage trying to do some freaky, dirty dance with somebody. You ended up over here picking up a girl you thought was 21. Ended up being a 14-year-old girl you was dancing on stage. Dry humping and shit. Yeah. We didn't forget. I didn't forget. I saw your documentary. Yeah, you got in big trouble with that. So you should be the last one talking about that. As a matter of fact, I actually have a friend. Matter of fact, the same friend, if you watched last week's episode, who wanted to talk about the R. Kelly stuff. He's here. He wants to talk about, what was it? He wants to talk about the R. Kelly verdict. So, hopefully, he didn't really have a good connection last week. But let's see how it goes this week when I call him. So, let's go I'm going to call him right now and see what he has to say. Okay. Wait, is it Twitter? There we go. This podcast has been brought to you by Snickers. Hello. Hello. Can somebody hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, Big G.
Big boy, you there?
Yeah, I hear you now, my nigga.
What's good, baby?
Hey, shit, my nigga. What you got going on?
Hey, man. Welcome to the SSE Podcast. I'm your host, Georgie Garcia, a.k.a. Georgie Boii. Everybody, this is Eamon. Eamon is a good friend of mine I went to high school with. Say what's up to the people, bro.
What's up, y'all, boy? What y'all got going on? Eamon in the building.
Feel me? So, my man, you know,
R. Kelly?
yeah, we on the R. Kelly discussion. I was just telling the people about how Akon tried to defend him, and, you know, he kind of sounded stupid. You wanted to give your intake on everything. What did you want to say?
No. I ain't had no propaganda to push. That's what I meant to tell you last time. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to kick that shit off y'all, boy. But fucking Akon. What did Akon say?
Akon said that R. Kelly should be able to redeem himself. We should forgive him, and the family should make up with him, even after all the stuff he's done with their kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's some heavy shit. Nah, he wildin', bro. Mm-hmm. He kind of wildin'. That's not his place. I mean, it's alright to be like super loved, but you're not one of the victims or anybody close to the situation. I don't think Akon should be. You know what I mean? If anybody from the family was like extending that, like, oh shit, maybe if you'd apologize or whatever the case may be, but I think it's way too late for that. That nigga denied that shit to the end.
Yeah, if he would have took responsibility, he would have done. It would have been different for him.
Right, people would look at that shit different. The nigga went on Gayle King. He had them girls on Gayle King Waller. You feel me? That shit been funny as hell. Like, the whole time I've been watching this shit. Like, when he did that Gayle King shit, that's why I knew it been over, my nigga.
He started crying.
30 years, motherfucker. Yo, that shit had me cool. Brian, I knew niggas was gonna meme that nigga after that shit, boy. That shit was funny as hell.
That was a legendary moment.
Facts. Big facts, bro. Ain't lie. But yeah, no, fuck R. Kelly, man. Niggas need to stop defending that boy, bro. That shit sad as shit, bro. Like, the music, that shit cool and all, but come on, man. You gotta be better than that.
They were saying how...
Shit just extra out.
They saying how he, even though after all the thing, he still, like, was a big legend in making hip-hop music very famous to this day. And so the discussion still comes to this day. Could people still bump his music to this day or not? What do you think?
We'll leave that to the next generation, you know what I'm saying? They'll be like years apart from the history. That nigga be rotting in jail, you feel me? They could take that up if they want to, but I'm happy. I'm kind of happy they took the nigga off streaming platforms because that was proven that you have been victimized, like, for sure.
For sure. For decades. You know what I'm saying? So now we cutting the money off. And
They
now
also,
whatever your life becomes after this is up to you, bro.
they also shut down his YouTube channel yesterday.
Yeah, get him the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Get him the fuck out of here, bro. We ain't need that boy. For sure. We ain't need that nigga.
Of course.
Yeah. Rap doesn't need him. I mean, we got better artists. We got Chris Brown. We got all type of niggas out here that's doing that R&B shit. We ain't need that boy.
Exactly. King of R&B is that the king is dead.
Word.
King did it to himself. He cut his own head off.
Word, but the whole thing about the separating the artist from the art shit, like it's like, damn, it's sort of like what Dave Chappelle said in his shit, like, fuck, I forgot what it was, but it's something like, damn, I don't know, I can't put it together, but I had it earlier.
Okay.
Fuck it, fuck R. Kelly, send that nigga to jail.
Oh shit, yeah. R. Kelly's gone, son. We ain't gonna hear from him no more. Pod pipe up. Oh shit. Any other few last comments you want to say for us, sir?
You say it again?
Any few last comments you want to say for us?
Nah, man. Shit, keep on rolling, George. Word. I be watching your shit, bro. I be leaving shit in the comment section and shit like that, bro. Keep on going, my nigga. You entertaining the shit. If your ass like if your ass is in my rotation, trust me, I be on YouTube 24/7 watching or listening to like different news stories, podcasts, all that good shit, whatever.
Right.
Your ass could really do it. You know what I'm saying? So keep on going, my nigga. You can do that shit.
I appreciate you, big bro.
Sure, you wanna go far.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
I'm talk to you later.
All right, well, peace.
All right, bro. That was very good. But yes, fuck R. Kelly. Rot in jail. Akon. You need to get shit together. Moving on. It's Friday, you already know. And we have new music for today. Let's take a look at what we have. We have Aaliyah. They dropped 2 more Aaliyah albums. Finally, we have I Care For You and Ultimate Aaliyah. They're on music platforms right now. If you want to keep listening to her old stuff, rest in peace to her. Let me see. We have, well, this is a surprise actually. Tech 9 dropped a new album called Asinine. I'm gonna say Asinine. And he has a few good songs on this. But there's one specific song that surprised the shit out of me. The song is called Face Off. It's with Tech 9, Joey Cool, King ISO, and this is the surprise. Dwayne Johnson. Dwayne Johnson, you heard me right. Tech 9 got The Rock to rap on a song. Now, as soon as I heard that, I had to hear the song. Heard the whole thing. I can tell you this right now. And I'm not just saying this because he's my favorite person. He's my idol and all this. The Rock came through and did his shit. Tech 9 said, yo, you got 40 seconds. Kill it. What did The Rock do? My man said, 1 take, 1 verse, with a tequila in my hand. I got you. I was like, oh, shit. The fuck? If y'all want to check that out, check that out. The Rock got bars. Also, we have Life of a Don by Don Toliver, which is the highlight of today. Don Toliver dropped his second album, Life of a Don, with songs with Way Bigger, What You Need, Drugs and Hella Melodies with his girlfriend Kelly Uchis, Company Part 2, You, and a bunch more other songs. And I can tell you this right now, this whole album is fire. The boy got heat. Now, if you remember Don Toliver, he is signed to Travis Scott's label, Cactus Jack. And he did make that song, No Idea. You know that song that people were playing on TikTok. The boy got heat. Telling y'all, if y'all want to listen to a good album today, y'all listen to this album right here, baby. You heard? Also, Sleepy Hollow dropped a deluxe edition to his album, Still Sleep. Sleepy Hollow is still, I believe he's still locked up in jail right now for some charges that were come against him. Hopefully he could come out of jail ASAP and deliver us more new music for us to listen to. As in, so, free Sleepy Hollow. You already know. On to the next discussion. You know, if Sleepy Hollow was still out, I feel like he would have been, J. Cole would have brought him out last Saturday. I want to bring out that I went to see J. Cole last Saturday. at Barclays Center, and it was amazing. I'll tell you this right now. I saw J. Cole, I saw 21 Savage, and I saw Maury. For those of you who don't know, Maury is one of those new he's from the same place J. Cole was at, Fayetteville, North Carolina. And he's fire, bro. J. Cole brought him out. I remember he opened the show, then it was 21 Savage, and then it was J. Cole. And then towards the end, J. Cole brought both of them out to do their song, My Life. J. Cole said, before we start My Life, I want you to play Quicksand real quick, because I love that song. The song is fire. Maury, when I saw him in person, he looked short on stage. But the dude could sing. He was not let me take that back. He wasn't singing, he was singing. The dude was singing on stage. If y'all do not know who Maury is, I hope that you, after this show, you look him up and listen to his music and become a fan like I was. And then 21 Savage was this. This is like my second time seeing 21 Savage. And then I saw J. Cole, which is the best part of the night. Started losing my freaking mind, jumping out of my chair. My boy Rolf was right next to me. He was losing his mind too. My man was rapping to the whole Under the Sun song and Back to the Topics, which is a classic from his mixtape days. And then there was this moment, before J. Cole came out, Drewski was there. He was over here cracking jokes, talking about Suavemente. We in Brooklyn, I'm about to get shot. Hi, white people. My man played 1,000 miles for these white kids. Talking about making my way downtown, walking past faces, 10 and 10. I lost it. I couldn't continue on. I was dying, but it was a great show. I'm telling you right now. This is my second time seeing J. Cole. The third one is going to be at the end of October when I go to Rolling Loud. It's gonna be fucking amazing, man. Can't wait. On to the next topic, which I feel like is a very dumb topic because of because of the whole thing behind it. Chris Brown and Drake are being sued for their song "No Guidance." Yeah, that's not the worst part. Let me tell you this right now. So there's this guy. He's a singer called Mr. Cooper. He's suing Chris Brown and Drake for apparently copyright infringement because he thinks No Guidance they copied his song to make their song No Guidance. The song that he made was called I Love Your Dress. The song they made was No Guidance. And he feels like they copied his song because in his song he says, "You got it, girl, you got it." And Chris Brown and Drake are saying, "You got it, girl, you got it." You know what? I'm going to just let y'all listen to this. And y'all tell me if I'm bugging or he's just stupid. Because obviously, I hear no same similarities between the song. Let me show you real quick. Let me just find it. Here we go. Listen to this.
I know you got it, you got it, you got it, you got it. It's the way you are.
Let it marinate in your head. And please tell me if I'm bugging because I honestly do not hear no similarities whatsoever in both songs. Dude is trying to make money out of these. He's trying to make money out of some of the biggest artists today. Out of a song nobody even knows about. A song that's trash. He sounds horrible. I just want to say that right now. And all because y'all saying the same thing. You got it, girl. You got. Bro, so if I make a song called and I keep saying you got it, girl, you got it, girl, you gonna sue me next? What the fuck? If trying to reach to be famous was a person, it would be him. Because what the fuck are you trying to do? What are you trying to gain? You trying to make money out of this? You trying to get your name out there? It's not working. It's not. Because all you're doing is having people clown you. Literally, there's people clowning him. You go on the Shade Room and you look this man up. You could look at the comments. They're clowning him. Mr. Cooper, hanging with Mr. Stupid. That's what you are. What's wrong with you? They're not the same. Be realistic with yourself, man. It's not working out. Stop it. Stop it. Stupid. On to the next one. Oh yes, the Hip Hop Awards was this Saturday. Well, not Saturday, Sunday, and we've got some good awards. You know, you got the ciphers and all that. Awards were passed on. J. Cole won an award for Lyricist of the Year. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion won Collab of the Year with their song WAP. What else? Tyler, the Creator, won 3 awards: Album of the Year, Live Performer of the Year, and Cultural. What was it? Cultural Impact of the Year because of his growth. They honored Nelly with the I Am Hip Hop Awards. So for those of you who don't know, I Am Hip Hop Award is when they decide to honor the OGs that paved the way for today's new generation rappers. You know, Nelly's been doing this for a while. He's been here for minutes. He's been here for long. So the fact that they gave him that award, he deserves it. Because he deserves to be up there with legends like Nas, Lil Wayne, Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott, all those people. He deserves it. But the thing that caught my attention the most was after Tyler, the Creator, won his Cultural Impact Award. And he had a whole speech where he just praises the rappers of before, paving the way for the ones today. His speech I want y'all to listen to the speech. Just take a listen, please.
I love the love. Thank you. Wow, that was a lot. I don't have anything planned at all. But Playboy Cardi has a line where he says, bought my mama a house off this mumbling shit. And I always get like teared up when he says that, because like this thing that's a hobby or a pastime or a passion for us, a lot of people in here, that shit kept us out of trouble. And it allowed us to change our family lives, our friends' lives, our lives. Even earlier when like it was like Jay to Young Blue to Wu-Tang, all this stuff getting played and we all singing the lyrics. And I'm like, that community is just crazy, that the things that we were able to see and experience because of this thing called rap and hip hop. And with rap, it's like a pathway for a lot of us to really just go, to leave, to experience, to just new shit that we're really not allowed to see or shown from where we grow up. And I definitely think that I've created my own path, but it's people who allowed me to understand that I can do that, who laid the blueprint. And for everyone it's different, but I wouldn't be here or up on the stage or have this silly hat or anything without the Q-Tips, the Andre 3000s, the Chad Hugos, the Pharrells, the Kanye Wests, the Missy Elliott's, who no one ever brings up, Busta Rhymes, and the Hype Williams, who just took it to this different world. And man, I appreciate those names and others that I didn't name because I'm limited on time, but I appreciate you guys so much for just opening the doors and throwing the key. Not just opening the doors, but talking to young guys like me and giving me gems and things like that. And even LL, man, the speech he gave me back there was just beautiful. So, to everyone in here, Keen, Blue, it's beautiful, and everyone keep thriving, keep doing your shit, and call me if you get lost out now.
I love the speech so much because he shows praise to the ones who've been doing this for the longest. And not only that, but looking at him making that speech, you wouldn't think this is the same guy who released Wolf and Goblin years ago, who made Yonkers, Over here talking about bitch shit, motherfucker shit, suck my dick, all that shit. Look at the impact he's doing now, bro. That's growth. This is not the same guy who we saw jump on stage at the VMAs, who we saw disrespect and like diss Bruno Mars. He's the same guy that was on the song Martians vs. Goblins with The Game, who made that verse. What was it? How did he go again? A year ago. I was pouring some. Now my future's bright and Christopher's new here. Because Bruno Mars still sucking dick and fucking male, but in the same clothes that Tyler Perry gets clothes from. That's him. That's the song. What was it? 2011, 2010? He did that verse. We're in 2021. And look at the impact he's doing for us now. It's amazing to see an artist that you saw come into the game in a different way be how he is now, better than he was before. It amazes me. I'm telling you right now. Shout out to Tyler and everybody else who received an award at the Hip Hop Awards. I couldn't watch it though because that was my sister's baby shower. You know, we have another bundle of joy coming soon, probably towards the end of October. So, yeah, Uncle George is here weighing. Shout out to my sister who's going to be a mother. Last thing I want to say. This is a very sentimental, serious topic. So Jackass Forever will be coming out soon. We got some new faces, but there's this one person that's not going to be part of the movie. And that's Bam Margera. And Bam Margera was supposed to be part of the movie, but they kicked him out because he broke a contract that says you're not supposed to get drunk or high or anything like that while on set. It was a sobriety contract. And he broke it because he came on set drunk as fuck. And they kicked him out. And he's been trying to sue and come at all his friends because of that. Now, the thing that's going on with Bam Margera is very serious. The dude is not well. He's not healthy. He's honestly killing himself. And it's been going on for years and years now. It's actually been going on since he lost his best friend Ryan in that car crash accident years ago. It hurts. I know it hurts losing your best friend and all. And if you got stuff going on in your life mentally, I don't think drugs and drinking are going to help anything, because actually it's going to help you kill you and make things worse for you. Like, look, you're already losing your friends, you're losing your movie contracts, you're losing your shows, your endorsements. You can't let that shit dissolve you. And if you have any, even when your friends are trying to help you, don't push them away. They're trying to help you. You just need help. Seek help. Take it in. If someone asks you, yo, you need something, you let them know. If you have a friend like that and they reach out to you, don't ignore them. Take it in and be there for them. Bam needs help. Honestly. If we don't do nothing right now, he's going to be the next jackass person that's going to be gone. He needs that help. And it's not just for Bam, but if your friends are dealing with something too, help as much as you can. Because we don't want to, we should be there for our friends, because the only way we should be visiting them is either visit them at their house or they visit us at their house. Because I'm pretty sure we would not want to visit them at their funeral or their gravesite. So be kind to the ones that love you, love them back, and do as much as you can to help. Well, that's all for our show today, ladies and gentlemen. That's episode 10. We've done it. Episode 10. We're going to keep it going. Next week is going to be episode 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's going to keep going, baby. Let me hear you say, "Oh, y'all." Oh, my God. Oh, and want to say one quick thing about one person. I'm not going to say his name, but there was one person who decided to message me on social media and decided to has something to say about everything that I post. It's dumb. It's corny. I need to stop. Somebody that I'm friends with, I thought I was friends with, said as comment, it's corny. I was like, bro, all I do is go on social media to interact, hype other people up, cheer them on, make jokes, put you on some music, promote my show right here, inspire and motivate. If you honestly have an issue with what I do, especially when I'm just trying to show love to everybody around me, bro, that's your issue. That's your problem. That's not my problem. If you got an issue with that, you got an issue with that. I don't have no issues with you. I don't give a fuck. I don't really care about that. But if that's your issue, that's your issue. I don't gotta deal with you. I don't. I could just give this love to somebody else. Show my support. Stay who I am. If you don't like what I post, why are you on my page? Get out. Fall off. Do that shit. Kick rocks. I don't care. I'm still gonna do what I do. Ain't nothing wrong with it. There's something wrong with you if you think that. If you think what I'm doing is wrong, I'm gonna hypes and interactions and cheers and all that shit. That's some evil ass shit. You must be some type of villain. Like, you evil, my mans. You're cruel. Think about what you're doing in your life. I addressed it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. But again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in. This is the SSE Podcast. I am your host, George Garcia, a.k.a. Georgie Boii. And I will see you all next week for episode number 11. Y'all heard me, number 11. And I will still be here for 20. Hope you are too. See y'all next week.